What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. FantasyTeamAdvisors.com, bringing home the bacon NBA DFS video. It is Wednesday. It is December 13th, and we are back. Sorry I didn't have a video yesterday. My main computer that I just bought for a month, 2 months ago, I can't get it to connect to video for whatever reason. So we're on the laptop right now, but we are back. So we were very close to 50 likes on last time, been Monday's video. But we did not get there. We are going to get there today. What do I mean by that? Anytime a video gets at least 50 likes, you leave a comment, you are a YouTube subscriber, you have a chance to win a free week of DFS content. Anytime a video gets at least 100 likes, you have a chance to win a free month. 125 likes is a chance to win a free year. And anytime any of our videos get at least 150 likes, you leave a comment, you are a YouTube subscriber, and your comment is there to be able to be chosen by the comment picker, you have a chance to win a lifetime pass. So, that being said, we do have over 5 games. So, anytime we have at least 5 games on the slate, we're going to give you 3 top, 3 mid, and 3 value picks at each position. Now, the value picks will open up later on as well during the day when other news comes out of questionable players being in or out. That will bump up the value there. And we have a bunch of stuff on the website. So if you go here, hover over NBA, we've got simulations. Everyone has said they've been loving the simulations. So we're going to go over I'm going to go over a couple of the simulations just to show you what we have on the site. So what we do, and we've done this through baseball season. So what it is there's a bunch of factors in there. So, on top of the simulations, we have AI. So AI is the new thing. Everyone's going to be into it. We have that for sports betting. So we have an algorithm for sports betting, which has been doing pretty good. We did miss one with Tyreek Hill the other night on Monday Night Football, but he got hurt. So that's really not on us. The simulation had Tyreek. We had him in a parlay, but Tyreek over 100 yards, and he got hurt in the first quarter, didn't play the second quarter, and kind of didn't do much the rest of the game. Ended, I think, with like 60-plus yards. But, yeah, we did not get that. But we use that, and we have simulations as well. So we have matchups, previous matchups, current DVP, last 5 DVP, pricing. Both Fanduel and DraftKings does take into effect. What we do is it shows consistency, how many times the entire season, percentage-wise, they've hit 3 times value all the way up to 9, or is it 8.5, 9 times value? Let me double check real quick. It's 8 times value. So if you're playing cash, you're looking for at least 6 to 6.5 times value. If you're playing tournaments, you're looking at least 7 to 7.5 times value. What do I mean by that? I mean, for instance, let's just say Devin Booker he's 10,500 today, but if Devin Booker was 10,000 for cash, you're looking for at least 60 to 65 fantasy points. For tournaments, you're looking for at least 70 to 75 fantasy points. Now, that being said, looking at this, Devin Booker on the season, how many times has he hit 60? So he's hit 60 only 17.3% of the time, and on the season, 5.5% of the time, he's hit 70 fantasy points. So, yes, they're big numbers. They are huge salaries that you still have to figure out if it's feasible, their matchup, their simulations. We have those. We have our cheat sheet. We have a bunch of stuff. So, that being said, if you want to check it out, go to FantasyTeamAdvisors.com. FTA Plus, get sports betting and DFS with you. A week pass currently will get you NFL, PGA, and NBA. I don't think there is a PGA tournament there is a PGA tournament this week, I believe. But NBA, NFL, we're into season. We're into week 15. We are very excited. Be on the lookout for all of the content on the site. But you guys are here for a reason. So let's take a look at the Vegas odds real quick. So these are the lines. We'll just go highest over under right now. That is a massive over. This might be the largest over under I've ever seen. 258.5. If you guys know of a higher over under, let me know. I don't know if I've ever seen a higher over under. So what does this mean? It means you want to get at, look, implied team total 131.59 to 128.19. They think it's going to be a close game. They think there's going to be a lot of points scored. Giannis is in play today. Giannis is expensive. He's 11,400 on DraftKings. I think you've got to get him in there a little bit. I don't think it is a I don't think it's going to be a surprise if he dominates. And we'll look at that. So, that being said, we got a high over under 258.5. Next one, Wizards, Pelicans, 241.5. Like, you want to take, so with these massive games, I like to whittle it down to about the top 5 teams or top 5 games with highest over-unders and apply team totals, and we play from there. So that's how I build my lineups. That's how I get the projection. So that being said, we're going to jump into today's article, which is right here. If you would, hit the like button on this video, guys. Also, click the link in the description for this article so I see on the website that you guys are looking at the article. It does help me out to know that it's helpful for you. So leave a comment if it is helpful, and let's have a contest. So anyone watching this video, like the video, be a subscriber, but comment below who you think is going to score the most amount of fantasy points on DraftKings today. If anyone gets it correct, I'm going to give you a free week of DFS content. So let's jump in. Some of these plays are questionable depending when you watch this video. Maybe they've already been ruled out. Maybe they have already been ruled in. And again, the value plays will change a little bit. So looking at this point guard, we got Tyrese Halliburton at 55 fantasy points. We got Trae Young at 50. We got Devin Booker at 47. Mid-tier here for point guard, we've got Spencer Dinwiddie at 31, Keontae George at 30, Devin Vassell 30, and then your value picks at point guard, Cam Thomas 27, Tyus Jones 26, and Jaden Ivey at 25 fantasy points. Moving to the shooting guard position, you got Cade Cunningham 44 fantasy points, Desmond Bane 43, Terry Rozier at 42. Mid-tier picks, Austin Reeves 32, Chris Middleton 31, Caleb Martin 31, and then your value picks here, Jalen Green 30, Jordan Poole 29, Bogdan Bogdanovic at 28 fantasy points. Now, these are basically floor projections. They will change a little bit. We're never going to project like Giannis for 80 fantasy points. That's never going to happen. We project out. These are basically mid-tier floor projections unless something gets, wrong, they get hurt or foul out. These are basically the lowest projections they're going to get. So that being said, hopefully they're very helpful for you. Small forward position, favorite plays here, top plays, LeBron at 48. Kind of watch that. Jim, back-to-back, his age, we'll see minutes restriction on a second game of a back-to-back. You got Jimmy Butler at 44, Scotty Barnes 42. Mid-tier, Gordon Hayward, 32, Buddy Hield, 30, RJ Barrett, 30. And then some value picks here. We've got Herbert Jones, 28, Tobias Harris, 27, and Oscar Thompson also at 27. Moving to the power forward, my favorite play on the day. We currently have him projected at 63. I would not be surprised in this high-paced game if this goes way above that. I would not be surprised to see 75 out of him today. Giannis, he's going to be the one guy I pay it for today. 63 fantasy points. Anthony Davis, 49. Julius Randle, 47. Mid-tier, Michael Bridges, 41. Jaren Jackson Jr., 39. Kyle Kuzma at 38 fantasy points. Then we got Jabari Smith, 31. Sadiq Bey, 29. And PJ Washington, 28. Then we move on to the center position for you guys today. Joel Embiid at 59 fantasy points. Alperen Sengun at 41, Miles Turner 38. Now, there are a ton of great plays of power forward, but they also have multi-eligibility for the center position. So that's what I love about this. Like Giannis, you can play him as a center or a power forward. So there are just a ton of options there. Now, we do have them on the site. I will show you what I'm talking about after we get through these. So we've got mid-tier, Nick Claxton 32, Clint Capella 30, Walker Kessler 30, and then value picks at center right now, Orlando Robinson 26, Isaiah Stewart 26, Jacob Poeltl at 26. Now, with the center position, with so many great power forward and center options, I usually, for the most part, do not pay down at center. Now, that being said, there are some occasions where value will open up throughout the day. That's where you could build around if you feel confident. So you could go like a, Giannis power forward. Then you could go another big, maybe somehow you want Probably not, but pay up for Joel Embiid as well. And then, utility spot it. If a center position opens up where you feel confident about it, maybe they get 6-7 times value, you could use them as utility, at least on DraftKings. I don't know if that's even feasible with the pricing of both Embiid and Antetokounmpo. Embiid's actually more expensive than Antetokounmpo. I still love Giannis today. So, that being said, those are some of the projections. Now, we have a lot of them. So, NBA, we've got simulations like I talked about. We've got minutes played. We've got NBA points allowed by position, which is this right here. So depending if you play Fanduel or DraftKings, you can check it out. You want to build a lineup. You want to see how to build a lineup. I think looking at this, we got Chicago Bulls. They're the best against the point guard. So you wouldn't want to go against the point guard against the Bulls. So if you want to, you want to see, so the Washington Wizards give up the most amount of fantasy points to the point guard position, being 54.3. So we look here. That would be New Orleans. So, CJ McCollum. In theory, if it follows the trend, game log wise, I wish he'd play 35 minutes, but he's getting those fantasy points, 7,400, and you need at least 6 times value there. If you want to go there, you look at that. He is in a great spot because of that. But then we look, another thing is to look at the over-unders. They have the second highest over-under of 241.5. And the Pelicans actually have a higher implied team total of 123.59. There are a lot of things that go into effect when you're trying to build a good or great DFS lineup. So, that being said, that would be one of them. Then we could go here. We could look at shooting guard. So, what team gives up the most amount to shooting guard? Utah Jazz, followed by Atlanta Hawks, followed by Detroit Pistons. So, are the Jazz playing today? That would be coming here. Yes, so it's the Knicks. So we come to here. We look at shooting guard. We look at the New York Knicks. Find them. We look at this. So Emmanuel Quickly, it does have the questionable tag right now, 4,800. Looking at this, he's questionable, was unable to play Monday. Maybe he can't play here. That would open up some value, a little bit more value here. Game log, the minutes aren't there a little bit, but again, it allows you to pay down. I'm still 100% going with Giannis. Hold on a second. What's going on? But anyway, why am I not finding it? Give me a second, guys. All right, I fixed it. I found out what was going on. So, as I was saying, what I would look at here would be the Giannis is where I'm paying up the most today. So, that's the number one. McCollum would be there. Then we got it depends on if Quickly is in or out. That'll kind of change the dynamic of this. But this is kind of a starting point. So if we just kind of look here, again, I think Bucks Pacers, you want to get some exposure to this game a little bit more because it is the highest over-under I think I've ever seen when I'm building a lineup. So kind of what we want to look at. Where can we find value? Where can we pay up? So small forward position. Chris Middleton, 6,500. Again, right here, if we go with this, we can really only average about 5,300. So that brings us, if you want to get down here, Benedict Mathurin, if he's in there, if he plays, playing a ton of minutes, had 55 fantasy points there. Going up against here, I think I'm going to put him in there. That still averages to 5,300. So it really depends if this is where you want to get the value, if this is where you want to focus on this game because it has the highest over-under there, which is completely okay with me. And if we look at that, I feel okay with that. So, again, you don't have to go this route. This is just again, on a normal night like this, I'll probably play, 20 lineups. Dollar lineup, go 20 max entry, 20 lineups. Focus on some of these games. This is the big one that I would focus on. So, that being said, that's kind of the mind process of how we build the lineup here. That's how my mind works. If your mind works a little bit different, that's completely okay. I would love to hear how everyone builds their lineups, how they all go about that. So that being said, we also have a Discord channel. I would love for it to be more active. I want to start putting in betting there. I want to start putting in some other things. Follow us on Twitter at advisors_team because I'm trying to build a following there. I want to get 10,000 followers there. We're over halfway there. So I think we're at 5,900, something like that. I would love to get to 10,000. Trying to do some sports betting and build a following there. So that is what I'm the focus on now. This week we have NFL Week 15. We have a Thursday night game. Then we have 3 Saturday games. So we're very excited. It's a different day. I think what I'm going to do is this week for the optimal lineups, I will have Saturday slate on there as well. So that being said, that's what we've got going on. Go check it out. FantasyTeamAdvisors.com. That is all for today. Be on the lookout for article and video tomorrow, hopefully. Good luck. And as always, let's bring home some bacon. Peace.